Stay forward, our country will flourish and be respected again
Our
all over the
sovereignty
world.
will be reclaimed.
We will be the envy of
Our
every
safety
nation,
will be
and we will
restored.
not allow
The
ourselves to
scales
be
of
taken
justice
advantage.
will be rebalanced. The vicious, violent, and unfair weaponization of the Justice Department and our government will end.
Give any longer. During every single day of the Trump administration, I will very simply put America first. Our sovereignty will be reclaimed. Our safety will be restored. The scales of justice will be rebalanced. The vicious, violent, and unfair weaponization of the Justice Department and our government will end.
A tide of change is sweeping the country. Sunlight is pouring over the entire world.
And our top priority will be to create a nation that is proud, prosperous, and free.
First, we must be honest about the challenges we face. While they are plentiful, they will be annihilated by
America will soon be greater, stronger, and far more exceptional than ever
As we gather today, our
before.
government confronts a crisis of trust. For many years, a radical and
I return to the presidency confident and optimistic that we are at the start of a thrilling new era of national success. A tide of change is sweeping the country, sunlight is pouring over the entire world, and America has the chance to seize this opportunity like never before. But first, we must be honest about the challenges we face. While they are plentiful, they will be annihilated by this great momentum that the world is now witnessing in the United States of America. As we gather today, our government confronts a crisis of trust. For many years, a radical and corrupt establishment has extracted power and wealth from our citizens while the pillars of our society lay broken and seemingly in complete disrepair. We now have a government that cannot manage even a simple crisis at home, while at the same time stumbling into a continuing catalog of catastrophic events abroad. It fails to protect our magnificent, law-abiding American citizens, but provides sanctuary and protection for dangerous criminals, many from prisons and mental institutions that have illegally entered our country from all over the world. We have a government that has given unlimited funding to the defense of foreign borders, but refuses to defend American borders or, more importantly, its own people. Our country can no longer deliver basic services in times of emergency, as recently shown by the wonderful people of North Carolina who treated so badly. And other states who are still suffering from a hurricane that took place many months ago. Or more recently, Los Angeles, where we're watching fires still tragically burn. From weeks ago, without even a token of defense, they're raging through the houses and communities, even affecting some of the wealthiest and most powerful individuals in our country, some of whom are sitting here right now. They don't have a home any longer. That's interesting. We can't let this happen. Everyone is unable to do anything about it. That's going to change. We have a public health system that does not deliver in times of disaster, yet more money is spent on it than any country anywhere in the world. And we have an education system that teaches our children to be ashamed of themselves in many cases, to hate our country despite the love that we try so desperately to provide to them. All of this will change starting today, and it will change very quickly. Our liberties and our nation's glorious destiny. My recent election is a mandate to completely and totally reverse a horrible betrayal and all of these many betrayals that have taken place, and to give the people back their faith, their wealth, their
I've
democracy,
learned a lot
and
along the
indeed
way.
their
The
freedom.
journey to
From
reclaim
this
our
moment
republic
on,
has not
America's
been an easy one, that I
decline
can tell
is
you.
over.
Those who wish to stop our cause have tried to take my freedom and indeed to take my life. Just a
Our
few months
liberties
ago,
and our
in a beautiful
nation's
Pennsylvania
glorious
field, an
destiny
assassin's bullet
will
ripped
no longer
through
be
my
denied,
ear.
and we will immediately restore
But I
the
felt then, and
integrity,
believe even more
competency, and
so now,
loyalty
that my life
of
was
America's
saved
government.
for a reason.
Over the past 8
I was
years, I have been
saved by
tested and
God
challenged
to
more than
make
any
America
president in our
great again.
250-year history, and I've learned a lot along the way. The journey to reclaim our republic has not been an easy one, that I can tell you. Those who wish to stop our cause have tried to take my freedom and indeed to take my life. Just a few months ago, in a beautiful Pennsylvania field, an assassin's bullet ripped through my ear. But I felt then, and believe even
That is
more
why
so
each
now,
day
that
under
my life
our
was saved
administration of
for a reason.
American
I was
patriots,
saved by
we
God
will be
to
working
make
to meet every
America
crisis
great
with
again.
dignity and power and strength. We will move with purpose and speed to bring back hope, prosperity, safety, and peace for citizens of every race, religion, color, and creed. For American citizens, January 20th, 2025 is Liberation Day.
That is why each day under our administration of American patriots, we will be working to meet every crisis with dignity and power and
As our
strength.
victory showed, the entire
We will
nation
move
is
with
rapidly
purpose and
unifying
speed
behind
to bring
our
back hope,
agenda with
prosperity,
dramatic increases
safety,
in
and
support
peace
from
for
virtually
citizens
every
of every
element of our
race,
society, young and old,
religion, color,
men and women,
and creed.
African
For
Americans,
American
Hispanic
citizens,
Americans, Asian
January
Americans,
20th,
urban, suburban,
2025
rural,
is
and very
Liberation
importantly, and
Day.
a powerful one in all 7 swing states, and the popular vote to be won by millions of people.
It is my hope that our recent presidential election will be remembered as the greatest and most consequential election in the history of our country. As our victory showed, the entire nation is rapidly unifying behind our agenda with dramatic increases in support from virtually every element of our society, young and old, men and women, African Americans, Hispanic Americans, Asian Americans, urban, suburban, rural, and very importantly, we had a powerful win in all 7 swing states, and the popular vote, we won by millions of people. To the Black and Hispanic communities, I want to thank you for the tremendous outpouring of love and trust that you have shown me with your vote. We set records, and I will not forget it. I've heard your voices in the campaign, and I look forward to working with you in the years to come. Today is Martin Luther King Day, and his honor, this will be a great honor. But in his honor, we will strive together to make his dream a reality. We will make his dream come true. National unity is now returning to America, and confidence and pride is soaring like never before. In everything we do, my administration will be inspired by a strong pursuit of excellence and unrelenting success. We will not forget our country, we will not forget our Constitution, and we will not forget our God. Thank you, God. Today I will sign a series of historic executive orders. With these actions, we will begin the complete restoration of America and the revolution of 56. common sense. First, I will declare a national emergency at our southern border.
We will reinstate my remain in Mexico policy. I will end the practice of catch and release. And I will send troops to the southern border to repel the disastrous invasion of our country.
All illegal entry will immediately be halted, and we will begin the process of returning millions and millions of criminal aliens back to the places from which they came. We will reinstate my remain in Mexico policy. I will end the practice of catch and release. And I will send troops to the southern border to repel the disastrous invasion of our country. Under the orders I signed today, we will also be designating the cartels as foreign terrorist organizations.
As Commander-in-Chief, I have no higher responsibility than to defend our country from threats and invasions, and that is exactly what
And by invoking the Alien Enemies Act of 1798, I will direct our government to use the full and immense power of federal and state law enforcement to eliminate the presence of all foreign gangs and criminal networks, bringing devastating crime to U.S. soil, including our cities and inner cities. As Commander-in-Chief, I have no higher responsibility than to defend our country from threats and invasions, and that is exactly what I am going to do at a level that nobody's ever seen before. Next, I will direct all members of my cabinet to marshal the vast powers at their disposal to defeat what was record inflation and rapidly bring down costs and prices.
America will be a manufacturing nation once again. We have something that no other
The inflation crisis was caused by massive overspending and escalating energy prices, and that is why today I will also declare a national energy emergency. We will drill, baby, drill.
Fill our strategic reserves up again, right to the top, and export American energy all over the world. We will be a rich nation again, and it is that liquid gold under our feet.
America will be a manufacturing nation once again, and we have something that no other manufacturing nation will ever have, the largest amount of oil and gas of any country on earth, and we are going to use it. We will bring prices down, fill our strategic reserves up again right to the top, and export American energy all over the world. We will be a rich nation again, and it is that liquid gold under our feet that will help to do. With my actions today, we will end the Green New Deal, and we will revoke the electric vehicle mandate, saving our auto industry and keeping my sacred pledge to our great American
makali manene makali manane ciao makali mahinya makware nginya Honda no ya Tesla makadi lako maya maria manene nginya Ford ne yao Chevrolet
And thank you to the
Kilisra.
leaders of our nation for your inspiring vote
Da,
of
ero naga
confidence.
kwedia
You
medi.
did tremendously with your vote.
Da, onda ni za
I
Japan.
will immediately begin the overhaul of our trade system to protect American workers and families. Instead of taxing our citizens to enrich other countries, we will tariff and tax foreign countries to enrich our citizens.
Gari ziko zinene. Magari masisi
For
kilila.
this purpose, we are establishing the External Revenue Service to collect all tariffs, duties, and revenues. It will be massive amounts of money pouring into our treasury, coming from foreign sources. The American dream will soon be back and thriving like never before to restore competence and effectiveness to our federal government.
Go make it a YouTube
My
video.
administration will establish the brand new Department of Government Efficiency. After years and years of illegal and unconstitutional federal efforts to restrict free expression again, under my leadership, we will restore fair, equal, and impartial justice under the constitutional rule of law. Never again will the immense power of the state be weaponized to persecute political opponents. Something I know something about. We will not allow that to happen. It will not happen again. Under my leadership, we will restore fair, equal, and impartial justice under the constitutional rule of law. And we are going to bring law and order back to our cities.
And female. Au na go there. Au na ho go there.
Gender mutilation.
Ono morio.
This week I will reinstate any service members who were unjustly expelled from our military for objecting to the COVID vaccine mandate with full back pay.
Agakena police si agake mundu geke.
In fact, you know, like they are blacks. Taruta, manu hoto make huko kushara Pennsylvania. Ndio mara dura Trump. Ikidura kwa akatumia akako antichrist. Kamala Harris.
Our armed forces will be free to focus on their sole mission, defeating America's enemies. Like in 2017, we will again build the strongest military the world has ever seen. We will measure our success not only by the battles we win, but also by the wars that we end, and perhaps most importantly, the wars we never get into. Legacy will be that of a peacemaker and unifier. That's what I want to be, a peacemaker and a unifier. I'm pleased to say that as of yesterday, one day before I assumed office, the hostages in the Middle East are coming back home to their families.
rĩu president ũrĩa wĩkuo aragĩte gwĩka maũndũ mau nĩkĩ
nginya wake nĩ arũgama
nĩ arũgama rĩu aragĩte gwĩka ũguo nĩkĩ
America will reclaim its rightful place as the greatest, most powerful, most respected nation on earth, inspiring the awe and admiration of the entire world. A short time from now, we are going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, and we will restore the name of a great president, William McKinley, to Mount McKinley, where it should be and where it belongs.
Hata bendera
yake
ya Amerika ya Israel kũrĩa kĩrĩ Jerusalem gĩkiuga atĩ Jerusalem nĩyo gũtuĩka nĩyo capital city ya Israel na mwenye kwa Tel Aviv
ĩkorwo Tel Aviv
yathire kĩmĩhanda Jerusalem na mwenye Jerusalem nĩyo ĩgucanagĩrio nĩ Israel na kĩrĩa na Palestine.
The country of Panama, after the United States, I mean, think of this, spent more money than ever spent on a project before and lost 38,000 lives in the building of the Panama Canal. We have been treated very badly from this foolish gift that should have never been made, and Panama's promise to us has been broken. The purpose of our deal and the spirit of our treaty has been totally violated. American ships are being severely overcharged. And above all, China is operating the Panama Canal, and we didn't give it to China, we gave it to Panama, and we're taking it back.
Hey. Matras pia sasa inaona hanini. Kiojore na mbunge wako. Hey, nice.
Above all, my message to Americans today is that it is time for us to once again act with courage, vigor, and the vitality of history's greatest civilization. So as we liberate our nation, we will lead it to new heights of victory and success. We will not be deterred. Together we will end the chronic disease epidemic and keep our children safe, healthy, and disease-free. The United States will once again consider itself a growing nation, one that increases our wealth, expands our territory, builds our cities, raises our expectations, and carries our flag into new and beautiful horizons. And we will pursue our manifest destiny into the stars, launching American astronauts to plant the stars and stripes on the planet Mars.
Ũngĩhũra tũbica twaku wenda gũtũcenjia background rĩ mũndũ okaga haha online ũkandĩka online background remover rĩtũ nĩ tũthiĩ tũgĩkanyakanya kamwe ũkamapu ũguo woka haha ũkoya mbica yaku nĩ ĩno ya kĩũnjũrĩ ũkamĩigĩrĩra hau AI nĩ yahũthirie maũndũ background done Academy background ya ndĩrenda ũgĩkĩra iciria kwenda kala igĩrĩre hau download wĩra no wathira
Americans pushed thousands of miles through a rugged land of untamed wilderness. They crossed deserts, scaled mountains, braved untold dangers, won the Wild West, ended slavery, rescued millions from tyranny, lifted billions from poverty, harnessed electricity, split the atom, launched mankind into the heavens, and put the universe of human knowledge into the palm of the human hand. If we work together, there is nothing we cannot do, and no dream we cannot achieve. Many people thought It was impossible for me to stage such a historic political comeback. But as you see today, here I am. The American people have spoken. I stand before you now as proof that you should never believe that something is impossible to do. In America, the impossible is what we do best. From New York to Los Angeles, from Philadelphia to Phoenix, from Chicago to Miami, from Houston to right here in Washington, D.C., our country was forged and built by the generations of patriots who gave everything they had for our rights and for our freedom. They were farmers and soldiers, cowboys and factory workers, steel workers and coal miners, police officers and pioneers who pushed onward, marched forward, and let no obstacle defeat their spirit or their pride. Together they laid down the railroads, raised up the skyscrapers, built great highways, won 2 world wars, defeated fascism and communism, and triumphed over every single challenge that they faced. After all we have been through together, we stand on the verge of the 4 greatest years in American history. With your help, we will restore America's promise, and we will rebuild the nation that we love, and we love it so much. We are one people, one family, and one glorious nation under God. So to every parent who dreams for their child, and every child who dreams for their future, I am with you, I will fight for you, and I will win for you. They're going to win like never before.
Nĩetĩkĩtie na njĩra nene ũguo.
Oh, Trump. He's a huge investor in that country.
We will be a nation like no other, full of compassion, courage, and exceptionalism. Our power will stop all wars and bring a new spirit of unity to a world that has been angry, violent, and totally unpredictable. America will be respected again and admired again, including by people of religion, faith, and goodwill. We will be prosperous. We will be proud. We will be strong, and we will win like never before. We will not be conquered. We will not be intimidated. We will not be broken, and we will not fail. From this day on, the United States of America will be a free, sovereign, and independent nation. We will stand bravely. We will live proudly. We will dream boldly, and nothing will stand in our way because we are Americans. The future is ours, and our golden age has just begun. Thank you. God bless America. Thank you all. Thank you.
Strong, we will win like never before. We will not be conquered. We will not be intimidated. We will not be broken, and we will not fail. From this day on, the United States of America will be a free, sovereign, and independent nation. We will stand bravely. We will live proudly. We will dream boldly, and nothing will stand in our way because we are Americans. The future is ours, and our golden age has just begun. Thank you. God bless America. Thank you all. Thank you.